Alright guys, this morning I did receive an email from eBay, and apparently it's the January 2025 seller update. What I did do was I received this email on my phone and I just was able to check. I saw that there was something new, but I didn't really click on this link because I was not having the time to actually do that. But I felt like if I would come to the warehouse this afternoon, the first thing would be that I was going to click on this link to see what eBay is trying to pass across. Sometimes it's always good to, be in the know of what is actually going on. So I'm just going to click on this link, take a look at this email. It's kind of an easy read, so it's in German. So I'm just going to go ahead and translate it to English so that we can actually, be on the same page in taking a look at this. It says news for commercial sellers, January 2025. So this is fresh. The email came at about, just want to take a look, at about 11:05 a.m. And right now it's 13:41 in the afternoon, just to put it, in perspective. See, we're just going to take a look together and hopefully we can actually pick a thing or two from what this update is talking about. Here are the latest updates. We are starting the year with updates that simplify your sales process. It's always very interesting to know that eBay is actually doing whatever it takes to make sure that our sales process gets simplified. We want constant traffic, and I hope eBay understands this, that yes, the process might be very simple to buy, to list items, but it also doesn't help us if we list items and the items just sit and nobody's actually looking at them, nobody's buying them. At the end of the day, I think every seller on the platform will actually prefer a situation where it's a little bit harder to list item, but when the item gets listed, yes, the search, actually works very well to make sure that when a buyer goes onto the platform to search for an item, he or she will be able to find the item that you are looking for. Sometimes I have actually done some tests. I specify all the items specific and I list my items. After a few days, I go to the eBay search for this item, and the item is actually nowhere to be found. And you'll be wondering, this item is supposed to be showing up at least on the first or second page, because if you have done your due diligence to make sure that you've listed your item properly, I see no reason why this item would not actually be given a chance to be shown to potential buyers and possibly ultimately sold. So it says we are starting the year with updates that simplify your sales process and support long-term growth of your business. This is good. Long-term growth is what we want. We do not want fluke business on eBay, a business that is there today, in about 2 years is gone. We want a business that will stand the test of time, come rain, come sunshine. The business is there, strong and thriving. This is the goal of every seller on the platform. At least this is my goal. I wouldn't know about you. Go ahead and tell me in the comment section what kind of business you prefer. A business that's there today and tomorrow is no more, or a business that will come in slowly but ultimately will be there for a very, very long time. We have 3 sessions here. It says tools, it says shows, and selling internationally. We're going to start from the 2 sessions. And right here, the first items on the 2 sessions says, upload your photos to eBay and AI will create the offers for you. I wouldn't know how this works, but judging from the few experience I have with using AI on eBay, it might still be something in development. This might also depend on the kind of items you sell. If you sell electronics, I really want to think that, I don't know, maybe AI will be able to actually pull the information from the product number and just go ahead and give you a very good offer that will match exactly what you are selling. But like sometimes electronics, they have a very, very wide varieties. Sometimes, if just going to use computers as an example, you may have the same model of the computer, but the processor might be different, the hard drive might be different, the RAM might be different. So I wouldn't know what this is talking about, but then you would not know if you would not go ahead to actually take a look at what eBay is saying. It says new AI supported tools for bundled posting of offers. Upload product photos and AI will create offers for you. Don't forget, I'm actually translating this thing from German to English using Google Translate. So sometimes you might actually see some words that doesn't make sense in the beginning, but as we read further, definitely we'll be able to get the overall sense of what it's saying. It says, upload product photos and AI will create the offers for you. With the desktop version of the new AI-powered bulk listing tool, you will quickly and easily create multiple detailed high-quality listings across all categories. You'll be able to showcase your inventory to eBay buyers faster with listings that stand out from the crowd and and can increase your sales. Some sellers can already use this new feature and it will be available to everyone in March. If you are already having access to this feature, it will make a lot of sense. It would help the community if you can go ahead in the comment section. Tell us what you think about this and how it actually works. Are there frictions? Is it actually, able to really describe the item you are trying to sell just using photos? Please, I would like to know. So if you are opportuned or you're already using this feature, makes a lot of sense if you could go ahead and tell us what your experience are. But then eBay is also going ahead to tell us exactly how this will work. It says, our AI-powered tool increases attractive offers and attract potential buyers and encourage them to click. Here is how it works. Before I go into that, understand that, look, a good offer is an offer that actually has a way of attracting buyers. If your offers has a way of repelling buyers even before they click, of course, you know that you are not doing a good job, in listing your items. You see, the days of this, according to eBay, is almost over. So if you deploy this tool, definitely you're going to have, a very good offer that will attract potential buyers and also make them to click on it, because if they click on the offer, yes, they are already one step away, from actually buying wherever you have to say. It says, upload your product photos and watch your listings appear as if by magic. Yes, this is what AI can do. AI actually tends to act like a magic tool, because sometimes I also do not understand how these things are able to operate. But we are in the days of AI, technology is taking over, and hopefully eBay is actually not left out in this AI race. Our tool scans your image and instantly creates draft listings that are ready to be published, automatically inserting information such as categories, titles, and item specific. This is pretty much something I believe can be done, and I don't think eBay is going to go ahead and actually give you the text, describing the item and what conditions they are. That cannot be outsourced to any AI. You still have to physically go ahead and describe your item. But if the AI is just going to, create a draft, populating information such as the categories, titles, and the item specifics, I really think that will already be some kind of help, because if you are somebody that typically tends to list a very, very large amount of items, this is definitely going to be something that you would appreciate. I do not tend to list a lot. I kind of list very few items because I want to really stay with the items that tend to sell well on eBay. So because of that, naturally, I cut off a lot of crap items that I was listing back in the days and just focus on creating very high sell-through rate items. And this has really, limited the number of work or number of time I have to spend, listing. Take a moment to review the details and you are ready to start listing. Your benefit. It's fast, definitely. If AI is going to populate the category, the title, and item specific, you have already saved some time. So it's going to be fast. The tool scans your product photo in seconds and create draft offers that usually requires little post-processing. Yes, if it's all about item specific title, I really don't think that there is no post-processing that you have to do that will still take you kind of a long time. So it's going to be definitely fast. It's simple. You effortlessly create bundle offers that are tailored, to your needs. Of course, it's going to be simple. The quality is right. Our AI-powered insights help you create high-quality offers to attract more buyers. Truth be said, the AI has a way of just doing things a little bit faster and cleaner sometimes that we can actually do ourselves. Of course, if we want to really sit down and think a lot, you'll be able to do a similar job, but it's just going to take you a very, very long time. My experience with AI has actually shown that, look, the quality that this thing can deliver is just out of this world. And not only that it can deliver quality, it can do it in a split second. And it's kind of amazing how, these things work. The more you use the feature, the better it gets at creating offers that makes your product stand out from the crowd. Yes, the AI kind of tend to understand what you want, what you need, the way you structure your stuff, and the more you use it, I really want to think that the AI is just going to get better at at creating the best offers, like eBay says, that will make your product stand out, from the crowd. It works for all categories. Sellers of clothing and sports trading cards are already using this function successfully. So as a matter of fact, if they are already using this function successfully, definitely in March, we'll see a situation where all categories are going to benefit from it. But as I see here, it actually says that I can actually go ahead and try it now. I don't want to click on that. I'm just going to go through this article. Definitely later I'm going to be testing and also come back here to report to you what my findings are. If the AI is really able to do exactly what it says, if the quality is there, if it's simple, if it's fast, if it's not just going to be an added work for us to make our listing more complicated, we will see. Ready? Let's go. The AI tool for bundled listings is now available in your desktop version to all sellers using the Seller Cockpit Pro. So this is another reason for you to want to switch to the Seller Cockpit Pro if you are not already using it. I'm already using it, so this doesn't really apply to me. But the beautiful thing is that if you are not using it and you would like to make a switch, eBay has actually given you step-by-step processes that you should follow to make sure that you switch to, the Seller Cockpit Pro. And then this is also very interesting. Hire now with AI support. So you're pretty much getting a virtual assistant that will make sure that your processes get kind of faster, delivered at very high quality, and also very simple, to use. And there are also some few questions and answers that you probably might have right now. And beautiful thing is eBay has actually provided us with answers to these likely questions. We're going to try to go over them very quickly, and perhaps it also goes ahead to addresses some of the concerns that you and I might have. It says, when will the new AI-powered bulk hiring tool be available to everyone? Some sellers can already use this new function. It will be available to everyone in March. So this is the 30th of January. So in pretty much in like 2 months, we should actually have this feature rolled out to everyone, and we can all get to test it and see, and of course make very good quality videos to show us what you need to do, perhaps if you run into difficulties. And the next question here says, how many drafts can I create at once? The tool can process hundreds of photos in each operation, so you can easily create hundreds of designs at once. This is a game changer. If everything will work the way it is, that means you are not actually limited to just a few photos. It says the tool can process hundreds of photos in each operation, so you can easily create hundreds of designs at once. This is interesting. Of course, this is what AI can do. Is the feature available in the eBay app? Currently, the AI-powered bundle listing is only available in the desktop version of the Seller Hub Pro, but similar features will be introduced in the app in the coming months to help you list listings faster and easier. Of course, I understand that some people tend to list only on their phone, on the eBay app, but if you want to actually try this tool, unfortunately, for now, you have to actually make recourse to the desktop version, because as eBay is saying, this is still a project in the making. So in the coming months, definitely the eBay app would also have this feature. Why are some item characteristics already filled and others not? I believe this is a Google Translate thing. I kind of imagine that it's trying to say, why are some item specifics already filled and others not? If it looks like the values are right, the AI will fill them in. Sometimes it will just make suggestions. In these cases, you can select the best options and accept it. Of course, this is also a good thing, so it's not going to be cast on stone. The AI is also going to be able to make suggestions where you have to actually take a look and just go ahead and override them as you might find necessary. What if the auto feed offer details are incorrect? This is exactly the questions I would normally have, to ask eBay, but good that we already have an answer to this. We strongly recommend that you review all listing details before listing to ensure everything is correct. Of course, this is what we have been talking about. If you have been following the discussions of AI, at the end of the day, you still need a human intelligence to actually override some of these things. It doesn't matter how beautiful a job the AI can do. Definitely, you still have to actually take a look at the offer, take a look at the suggestions that the AI has actually given, and still see, override them, change the ones that are incorrect to make sure that you're actually presenting to your potential buyers the best condition or the best item specifics that your item actually has. We are constantly working to improve our auto feed suggestions to make listings easier. So this is going to be a very long project in the making. Definitely, at the end of the day, you still need some form of human input to be sure that the AI is doing exactly what it has to do. What can I do if I want to add details to the other offers that are not available in this view? If you want to edit an individual offer, select the pencil icon in the second column and enter additional details like you want. So there will always be an opportunity or the possibility for you to actually edit whatever has been inputted. How do my shipping, return, and payment terms apply? We have an adopt your selection from the last offer in the same category. At the end of the day, you will always be able to edit whatever you think is not right. Do I have to use the new tool? This is entirely up to you. So there's no coercion. eBay is not saying that you must use it to make sure that the platform has a level of correctness or a level of quality. No, it's up to you if you want to use it or not. This is entirely up to you. If you prefer to use our bundled listing tool without the new AI feature, you can simply select multiple listings under Create Listings in Seller Dashboard Pro and enter your listing details as usual. Yes, if you don't find it interesting to deploy this AI tool, please understand that there is no force on your part. It's no force on your part. It's entirely up to you if you want to use it or not. I'm going to be leaving links to this particular article. Perhaps most of you have also received the email, but if not, I'm just going to leave links to this article so you can actually go ahead and read it for yourself. So that's that with the first item. And the second thing that we have here is improve the quality of your used clothing listings with the new item conditions options. Yes, I think I did watch some few videos. I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago. I was watching a videos from Tech and Sport who actually did mention that there is a new feature or a new requirement in the clothing category. I do not sell clothing, so apparently there is a new requirement if you sell clothing to kind of specify the conditions in which the items are in. New item conditions for used clothing. So this doesn't apply to new clothing. This is only for those of you that sell used clothing. When you list used clothing on eBay, you will have new item conditions to choose from in the future. This will help you to improve the quality of your listing. I want to believe that if you sell used clothing on eBay, one of the major headaches that you might be having right now is to deal with customer returns, because conditions of an item is highly subjective. I can see a particular item now and say, look, this is in a very good condition. Somebody else sees it and says, no, this doesn't qualify, to be called very good. This might just be fair. So eBay is actually making this whole process, trying to really put an end to this whole confusion by just, creating some conditions. An example here will be, I'm still going to read this, but for what I can see here, it says used excellent, used good, used acceptable. For those of us that sell computers, we already have something going on, which is the eBay Refurbished program. I already have something that's similar to this, where you can actually specify if your item is very good, use condition, and so on and so forth. Typically, I tend to avoid items that are just in good conditions. I want to go for excellent or very good, and this is exactly what I believe most customers will also be going for. Good to know. We want to make the used clothing trade on eBay more transparent. So we're introducing more item conditions in this category from February 4, 2025. New item conditions will be available for your relevant listings. These are mandatory and will help you to describe your items as accurately as possible. Yes, I really do believe that this is a very good move, because gone are the days where you can just throw up any item there and say it's in very good condition. Now you have to actually specify it. And if somebody receives the item and it's not as described, understand that you're going to be getting a return for that particular transaction. So it's going to do you a lot of good if you can actually take a look at your item, inspect them, and ensure that they are very much in line with the condition of the item you are actually taking. It's going to be mandatory, so it's not going to be like the AI tool that you can actually decide to use it or not. This you have to do. 3 new article conditions are available. When listing your used clothing, you previously only had the option to select the item condition as used. From February 4, 2025, you will have 3 options to choose from: used excellent, like we saw before, used good, used acceptable. The existing item condition, new with defect, is still available. So if you have items that are actually used but defective, you still have the option to specify this. The new article condition at a glance. I'm not going to go through this because, first of all, I do not sell clothing, and perhaps some of the viewers here are not people that sell clothing. But like I said, I'm going to leave the link to the description where you can just go ahead and take a look at it and see how you can actually adjust your item grading to be sure that when you say an item is in use excellent condition, it actually fall within what eBay thinks used excellent is, or used good, or used acceptable. So please do go ahead to read that and see what it's saying. All right, but then what are the benefits? You're going to be gaining trust amongst your customers. This will help buyers to accurately assess the condition of your used clothing offers in advance. So I believe that somebody is shopping on eBay, he or she wants to actually be able to tell at a glance what kind of item he or she is thinking of buying. So it's going to help in gaining trust, increase visibility. This also ensures that, look, customers can actually go ahead and use the condition filter to actually locate the right item they want, without having to scroll through a number of pages. Chance for fewer returns. This is exactly what I said at the beginning. Definitely, this is going to be very, very true. There's going to be very little chance of people returning items because the item is not as described. Definitely, if you really can look through what eBay expects from this table here, and you're able to choose the right condition in which your item is, definitely there's no way it's not going to reduce the incidence of, returns that is kind of prevalent in this category. It's just expected. Selling clothing on eBay is not actually something that can be handled, with kids' glove. The next step, starting February 4th, 2025, you'll be able to use new item condition options when creating or editing used clothing listings. Important instructions. Once the changes take effect, the item conditions of your existing used clothing listings will automatically be changed to used goods. So please, if you have used and defective item, please go ahead and change it manually, because if you also have used in very good condition, used excellent condition, and it's displayed as good, it doesn't also help you. You're going to be seeing some decrease. So please check all listings automatically receive the new item condition used good. This way you can be sure that the item condition actually describes each of your items. If necessary, please edit your relevant listings and select the appropriate item condition. If you use third-party listing provider to manage your listings, our new item conditions will also be available in their respective tools. Please contact your provider for more information. This doesn't actually apply to me and perhaps a lot of you guys. These are pretty much for people that sell very, very high volume. So starting for February 4th, please be on the lookout to be sure that everything is actually what is supposed to be. I'm not going to go through the questions and answers. If you sell clothing, below this video is going to be a link that takes you directly here. Please go ahead and read through and see if that is what applies to you. So I'm going to go ahead and see the next item on this particular session. eBay is every now and then redesigning things. Okay, since it's so easy to read, I'm just going to quickly go through that. Using the term and condition features can save you valuable time when creating listing. Instead of adding your terms for payments, returns, and shipping for each item individually, you can apply your choosing setting to multiple listings by creating terms and conditions. This is especially useful if you want to make changes to a large number of listings in a bundled and efficient way from one central location. I think, if I remember correctly, I already have access to this particular feature. It's not new. With an optimized layout and improved functionality, it's intuitive and easy to manage your offers from the terms and condition page. Now new, you can select your courier options from the pre-populated list in the shipping details, including the provider's logo. You can create and manage your terms in the seller cockpit pro. This is just something I have to take a look myself. I'm really not so sure if I understand what this is saying, but before now, I really do not have to add in my terms and conditions in each offer. I just go, when I'm listing my item, there's a possibility for me to select which particular term and condition I want to use and just select it, and automatically it's added to the offer. So this has actually been with me for quite a long time. I wouldn't know why this is a new update, but like I said, I'm still going to go ahead and just take a look, try it for myself, and see exactly what eBay is talking about. So the next section, you have to be in a hurry, otherwise the video is going to take forever to just edit. Ads with premium strategy. You will soon receive exclusive access to the first ad slots in eBay search. All right, this is something that looks like it's going to be interesting. Changes to us. Are you already promoting your eBay listings, or are you planning to do so in 2025? Please note our changes will come into effect on ebay.de from February 26th. I'm going to especially be on the lookout for this because I sell on ebay.de, and promoting our listing on eBay is actually, a game changer, a major determinant of whether you're going to make sale or not. This is something new, exclusive ad placement for premium campaigns. Of course, eBay is in the business of making profits, so they will always look for, new products to ensure that we just split whatever profit that we have with the platform. Of course, sometimes we get to buy items very cheap, and in this way, we have no problem splitting this profit with eBay if we are guaranteed, a very good placement, or we are guaranteed sale. But it becomes a little bit tricky if right now it's very difficult to get good inventories, and you already buy this inventory is very expensive from a supplier, and you put it on the platform where the competition is so bad, you are actually competing, within €10 or $10 as the case may be. I did not know where eBay expects us to still bring out more money to do exclusive ad placement. This is something that at the end of the day, no matter how beautiful, the idea is, still going to be a function of how much is the profit you're looking at. Is it just going to be something that the big players are going to benefit from? How is it going to benefit us as resellers? Because on eBay, of course, they are big sellers that pretty much get items for free or pretty much produce the item themselves. But for the reseller that's out there struggling for like 10, 7, 8 euros or $8 profits, I really don't know how you are going to promote your items more, especially if you're already doing the 2 to 5% promoted listing thing. I don't know. We're just going to see how that plays out. So from February 26, 2025, ads with premium strategy will receive exclusive access to the first ad slot in the search result. Of course, I can already tell you for free that it's not going to be cheap. It's going to be expensive. It's just going to be who has the capacity to pay more. We get this. It's not going to be something that everybody can actually deploy. But then if you can have this activated, you might be fortunate to receive the first ad slot in the search result. You know what that means? That's going to mean a lot of sales, especially when the price you have is already very good. This is going to be, for somebody that's very perishable, this is just going to be a game changer, because if you have your item just sitting there constantly at the first search, the price is good, the condition is good, man, you're going to be making banks from that. All right. This means that your premium ad can be seen more quickly, increasing the chance of selling. I can tell you for free that this is going to be true, because if your ad, like I said in the computer category, and sometimes we see very good, products, fairly good price, but for one reason or the other, they are not just appearing at the top of the search. And these people are losing a lot of money on the table just because their ads, for one reason or the other, has no way of coming to the top of the search. But then if you have, very good offers, good prices, good products, and you are able to activate this, and your item, just stays on the first slot on the search page of ebay.de, you are going to make a lot of sales. And then it goes further to say, change allocation of ad with basic strategy. I really don't do this ad thing on eBay. I just am comfortable with doing the promoted listing thing. So if this is something that you do, please do go ahead and monitor your campaigns and see that everything is actually working as it should. But this year, one thing I actually did tell myself is that, look, since I have chosen eBay as a platform on which I want to really sell on, definitely I'm going to be using all the tools that eBay is actually giving to me to make sure that I kind of excel, do better than what I'm currently doing now. For now, I'm pretty much just doing the regular 5% across board on all my listings. And it has pretty much been working well for me. And to be honest, I really do not have or see me actually changing this in the foreseeable future, because I believe for the kind of items I sell electronics, if somebody really wants to buy, say a computer, the person is definitely going to make a lot of research, because like I said in the last video, a computer is not just something that you buy because you are kind of feeling excited. It's a major investment, and sometimes people, potential buyers really have a way of digging deep to be sure that they're actually getting value for what they are getting. So nobody's just going to go there and click the buy it now without actually going to compare prices. So if you have an item listed and you are not even promoting it, definitely you still have a chance to if you know for your items to be discovered, because typically people tend to look through the first, second, or even the third page when they are looking to make a major investment like buying a computer of like say 400 euros. They really want to search to see that they are actually taking a look at the offer that will give them the most for the least price. Like I said, I really do not use this, and please go ahead, read for yourself and be sure that everything is actually working the way it should. And then there's the last section, which is selling internationally. This tends to always be on all the updates. What you only have to do is to click on it and see if whatever changes eBay is talking about actually applies to your country version. Okay, so if you sell in these country versions, you want to do yourself a great good, click on the link and make sure that you actually are informing yourself of what eBay is planning to do, so that you don't find yourself in the dark, possibly losing money unnecessary. See, if you have any questions, first of all, you can actually go ahead and write to eBay. If you have any question bordering on these things we've talked about, write to eBay. But then I also want to hear your experience. Go ahead and leave me a comment in the comment section. We can actually go ahead and talk about these things. What do you feel about the AI tool? What do you feel about the new clothing item conditions? Are these changes going to be something that will help us make more profit on the platform? Let me know what you think, and until I see you again in the next video, peace.